here at Deepest House, and we are going to make school bread. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a fantastic time. Welcome everybody for coming in. I'm sure for the delay. I know all of you this thing was difficult this big, but between myself, Katie, Gonzo, and Nick, Movie Man and Nick, we took care of it. So welcome aboard. And you're going to have people strolling by saying hi. There's Chris, Dad, Bills. Everybody's going to be saying hello. So to start off, we have our ingredient list for our school bread. And we're going to knock that one off first. So school bread is going to be one of those breads where it's going to take a lot of hands-on. We're going to not use a mixer for making the bread. We're going to mold it by hand the old-fashioned way. So welcome in. Thanks for being here. Nobody can hear me because I turned my volume down. Thank you.
All right. Another technical. Is that better? All right. We're okay. A lot better. Let me start over. So what you heard was Chris, we have a couple of technical difficulties, and basically one of those was sound. So now we got our sound up. We have some multiple cameras we were working with together. So thanks for hanging out. I am Chris the DaDisneyBaker, and welcome to Baltimore, Maryland. We are in Pete McDevitt's kitchen, and we're going to make school bread. Okay, that handsome young man you just saw walk in, bottom left. What you need? Oh, muted. Okay, she can hear me. Thank you, Gonzo. We had a little bit of feedback again, Gonzo, and I gave thanks earlier. So it was Gonzo, Katie Y, Movie Mania, Nick. We were all focused on this, getting it together, and we got it together. So we're going to make school bread, and then we're going to make cupcakes, and we're going to ice some cupcakes. So we're going to do everything here for the school bread. We're not going to use a mixer. We're going to mix by hand. Again, we're going to work over on the GoPro. The GoPro will pick us up on that one, and we've three multiple angles. We have this angle, we have the iPhone, and we have the GoPro. So we're going to roll from that. So brought all my tools with me. We're going to be using active yeast today. Cardamom, MOM, is one of the ingredients that we're going to use, and that gives the flavor profile for the school bread. If you've ever had school bread at Epcot in Norway, it is like, it's kind of like not a pastry dough, more like a bread dough with a custard filling that we'll be making here from scratch with a poured icing. You dip it and brush it, and then you dip it in toasted coconut. Now, we had a couple people ask if we could get something different on top. If they don't like coconut, we're going to make probably 3 different ways we're going to make that. We're also going to make cream cake cupcakes with buttercream and chocolate icing. So let's get started. We're a little bit behind. So, woohoo! All right. So, I have my double boiler. Okay. I do need. We're going to get some water on the stove going. And we have our hot pads. We brought our hot pads from Florida. Okay. Now, with anything you're going to need, all your ingredients, everything pretty much right here ready, and we have that here, and your recipe. Let me grab hot here. I need to heat up some water, not really too hot water, but we're going to use tap water. What we need to do is melt our butter. Now, I do have my digital scale. We'll use the digital scale, and I've got my recipe. So we're going to need at a certain temperature, and that will help activate the active dry yeast, but we don't want it too hot. I'm sorry. Am I good? Great. Okay. So that was a camera angle, I guess. Check. All right. So we're using the schoolboy bread recipe that came from Disney. So we're going to start with 2 cups of water, 95 degrees. And what I did, I just grabbed tap water because if you try to get, and I have a digital thermometer. So if you don't boil your water, most home heaters generate about 95 to 100 to 104. This one was right at 104. And I'm going to be over at the sink, and we're going to temper that down a little bit. This one was right at 104. And I'm going to be over at the sink, and we're going to temper that down a little bit. Because if your water is too hot, it's going to activate your yeast too much. Take in consideration, this is where people like when I talk about certain things. Depending on where you're keeping your ingredients, if you're keeping all your ingredients in your house, your ingredients are going to be ambient temperature. Ambient temperature means whatever the temperature of your room is. Okay, that's going to be your ambient temperature. Okay, so we need 1 packet or 2 1/4 teaspoons of dry yeast. Well, all right, hold on 1 second, guys. I got to look at a couple settings here. Not that one. Not that one.
Bella, ain't got time for this.
Somebody said we're getting feedback. It's right there. That should fix it. Unless somebody, there it is. I fixed it. Okay, so when we brought the iPhone into the room, one of the other cameras wasn't working really well for me. We brought the thanks, Gonzo. We brought the iPhone into the room, and can you please reconnect with her to Instagram to KDY, please, and then mute it just so she can hear me. Okay, Katie, so we're reconnecting with you right now. So going back to what we were talking about, you're using active dry yeast. Dry yeast is a living organism. Okay, so when you add warm water to yeast, it's going to activate it. When you add sugars and other items to it, those yeast eat those sugars, produce gases, which makes your product rise. Okay, so we're currently going to run. We're going to go ahead and run. We're at 94.8, so that's fine. And we're going to get our. I got these new mixing bowls last year. These are Stitch mixing bowls. So, and they're mixing bowls inside of mixing bowls. So they're pretty cool. So we're going to use this one. To mix in. We're going to use this one to make our custard in. All right, so we're going to go ahead and roll everything through. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I've been doing a couple things left and right here. And we have this wonderful Mickey soap dispenser. So we're going to use that. And I'm going to go ahead and clean my, oh, look, it's a Mickey face on my hand. I'm going to go ahead and clean my hands real good because we're preparing meals for others. And again, using your discretion when you're baking, for who you're baking for, your family and stuff like that. Knowing all this product has to go into 350-degree oven. Pretty much burns off all the germs, but it's always good to have nice clean hands and work area. Okay, so molding is really difficult. When we mold, we're going to move over to here. But once we can do the most of the mixing here. This nice table the Preston put up for me should work right off the bat really well. We have our water. So what we're going to do is we heated our water and our butter to 95 degrees, and our butter, which is 2.5 ounces, and we have I know. All right, so we're going to use our scale here, and if we put one stick of butter on a scale, it's going to weigh out at 4 ounces. Did you see that? It's just run right by. This is an active, fun place today. I'll zero out my scale. I will need a pot later. Yep. And can you turn the oven on at the lowest temperature possible for me? Yes. So I'm going to be messing with the butter, so I'm just going to throw on. I brought a box of gloves with me. Good morning, Tina. Come on in. Say hi. Hi. Come on through. You're always welcome. T. Marie, everybody. T. Marie. Oh, sure. So we have my iPhone over there. We have my GoPro there, and we have the big angle off the Mac here. This one wasn't playing well with others, so we turned it off. It was not playing well with others. So our recipe is going to ask for 2.5 ounces of butter. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to open this up. And this butter is not almost room temperature, but it's close enough. And we're going to take a little bit of our spray here, and we're going to tap just a little bit on top of our scale. And we're going to use the scale later because actually the school bread is weighed out. It says the school bread should be weighed out at 5 ounces, but we're going to weigh it out at 3 ounces. That way we get more pieces. So we'll have a little smaller school bread, but they'll be just as delicious. Okay, so we need 2.5 ounces of butter. This was a 4-ounce piece. So we're going to go right about there. We'll put it on our scale. That went off because it's a digital scale. It doesn't stay on forever. It's a little bit over. So we're just going to go ahead and take that little bit off. There we go. All right. So now what we've done is we have our butter. Okay. And we're going to take a piece of wax paper that we have. We did get, and I can go ahead now and take my gloves off, put my scraper in the sink. This is what they call a bench cutter. It's a dough cutter, and we'll be using that later when we go to cut our dough. But for right now, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our plastic scraper, and we're going to go ahead and just cut our butter in some small pieces inside the bowl, and it's going to stay inside the bowl. And we're going to cut it in small pieces, and then we're literally going to just drop it into the water. And that's going to help soften it up. Now, room temperature here, and Preston can probably help me. I don't know what temperature they keep their house, but I'm going to guess it's between 76 and 78 degrees. So all your ingredients are ambient temperature, so they're going to be right about that much. All right, so we're just going to leave our butter sit in the water like that. We're going to get everything else together. And it says to mix your flour, sugar, cardamom, yeast, water, and butter together for 5 minutes until dough is stiff. Now, when I did make this last week, I mixing it on a mixer is what those steps are for. Yeah, you can get to it. What was your lowest setting? Okay. Well, was your lowest setting? It should go lower. How do you do that? Bake. Okay, and then go 170 is your lowest. That's cool. There you go. All right. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to use the oven as a proof box. So what we're doing is preheating the oven. When it gets to about what temperature are you at now? Can you do me a favor? Go ahead and turn it off. So we're going to use the oven. We brought it up to 140. It's going to sit for a while. We're going to use it at 110, and then we're going to put a Pyrex in there with some hot water, boiling hot water, and a small pot I could boil water in. Later, yeah, like you cook soup in, and then Preston's getting me a pot so I can heat up some water later. And we're going to go put that water on the stove. That way it's going to be nice and hot. We're basically going to turn our oven into a proof box. What's up, Movie Man Nick? Welcome in. If you can't see me, maybe you can see me from there. I'm just going to heat some of this water up. And that way it'll be good and hot when we go to put it in the oven. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a Pyrex that we used here. We're going to put boiling hot water in it. We're going to put it into the oven with that temperature. I do have a mercury thermometer here, a bakery mercury thermometer. So what I'll do is put that in the oven, and that way I'm going to know what the temperature of my oven is at all times. And that mercury thermometer is 100% accurate. Okay, the digital ones are also, but you have to calibrate the digital ones. That's why I like using the mercury ones. They're fail. We're going to take our butter, and is in our water. It's getting soft. So now what we're going to do is get our measurements of our flour and our sugar. I do have a separate container that I'm going to mix my yeast water in because you have to make a paste out of your yeast water. I put that. There it is. And this is the angle that we'll use when I'm molding the bread. All right, so I have the water on the stove here hot. It's coming to a boil. I'm going to get, Preston. Can you find a home for all that? Please, temporarily till tomorrow. Thank you. All right. So I have my sugar and my flour here. And the one thing you'll notice is when you come across recipes you're making, sugar is pretty much basic. Granulated sugar, as long as it calls for granulated sugar. Okay. We're just going to use regular granulated sugar. Any type is fine. I like getting my sugar first because it's a clean scoop. It just comes right out, doesn't leave anything in the scoop, and then we'll get our flour after that. All right. So for this, we're going with our sugar is 2.5 ounces. 2.5 ounces. So we're going to use this little Pamper Chef container that I borrowed from my beautiful bride. We're going to put it on here, zero it out, and we're going to get 2.5 ounces of sugar. I'm sorry, 3.5 ounces of sugar. because it's not a very sweet bread if you've ever had it. 3.5. 3.5. There we go. So we'll take our sugar. We'll just dump our sugar in. So now the flour is a little bit more. So the flour is going to be run by cups. And we're going to use pounds, 2 pounds of flour. Now, here's the thing. When you're working with bread flours, you can get all-purpose flour. It will work. If you want something that has a little bit more density, a little bit more elasticity to it, you want a little bit more of a gluten structure, go ahead and just buy the Pillsbury's Best bread flour. It actually says bread flour. It doesn't say all-purpose. Don't get cake flour. Don't get pastry flour. If you're making a bread, use bread flour. Okay? And if anytime you can get a European bread flour, oh my gosh, use a European bread flour. Where's Gonzo? Excuse me 1 second. Gonzo? Where's my phone? My phone? Okay, thanks. Okay, I see it. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, guys. Hello, Pete. Pete McDevitt. It does not. Cupcakes are later. Cupcakes are later. We're doing school. Is that what it's called? Schoolboy bread. Yes. His house, his rules. Thank you. I just saw it. Thank you. How many times have you had schoolboy bread, Gonzo? A couple of times. That is true. All right, so we're going to use this stitch bowl, this other stitch bowl I have, and we're going to go ahead and weigh our flour. And everything here is weighed. Um, I'll put the conversion from weight to measurement in the description below when I get home, and that way you can follow that one. That way it's a lot easier for you going tablespoons, teaspoons, cups, half cups. Not everybody has a digital scale. I would not like a cookie, but thank you very much. Yes. 2 pounds of flour. 2 pounds of flour. So everyone knows what Gonzo's eating are dog treat cookies. So we're doing 2 pounds of bread flour. If you were with us last year, actually, he just thought that was something special. He could eat a dog treat, and actually, they Preston baked some this morning, and he got me. Hey, Baker, try this cookie, and it was a dog treat cookie. But those are pre-made, and that's a booming business. All right, so now we're at 2 pounds of flour. So we have our 3.5 ounces of sugar. We're going to put in our 2 pounds of flour. Okay, we will use this later. We need an egg. And eggs, of course, everybody knows if you handle your eggs right, you're good. But eggs do, if they're not handled properly, you can get salmonella poisoning. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to grab one of our handy dandy, or two of our handy dandy gloves here. We only need one egg. Okay, our water is getting good and hot on the stove. And again, that will be for the oven to make a proof box out of the oven. I would love to say that I can see chat. I can't see chat. I could, you know what? Call ended. Okay, let me work back on that. No, he's not going to call me live. No, he's going to call me live. No, he's going to call me live to tell me that Katie can't hear me. Yeah, and I'm like, sorry. All right, so I'm going to jump up on my stream so I can see chat. Okay, here we go. So I can see chat. So let me say hi to everybody. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of people here. Let me say hi to a couple of people. Hey, Mara, Disneyland fan, Mara in Memphis. The Mickey Bunch, Annie Coog, how are you? Chris Dye, how are you? Preston, how are you? Sir Bum John, Monorail Molly, hello. Katie Y, hello. Annie Coog, hello. Zippy Doo Dug, hello. Sir Bum's here. Okay. Fans of the Green Bay Packers. Um, Movie Mania Nick, what's going on? Sam Eagle, hello. Dave, what's going on, Dave? So we're all caught up in chat. So share us out, hit the like if you would. That'd be great. I'm going to try to keep this close to me so I can see chat. And we'll move. Oh, and we'll move Katie over to this side. There we go. So now I can see chat. So that's a good thing. All right. So we have our sugar in here. We have our flour in here. I have my gloves on because we're going to get 1 egg. Okay, and I know where the trash can is, so I'm going to go ahead and open that up. Okay, so we're going to take 1 egg. So we're going to take the flour, the sugar, the yeast, the water, the butter, and we're going to mix all that together for 5 minutes. So here's the egg. We're going to just set the egg right here because we're not ready for our liquid yet. We have to get our cardamom. Now, we were talking on Monarch Moments last night about this, and I'm guessing it's a certain flavor profile, and they use it because it works with their custard, it works with the coconut, it works with everything, and all those attributes come together and make it the profile that they want. So, Francisco, welcome in. Art Johns, welcome in. All right, so I have my measures here, and we're going to put the cardamom in, and that's actually 1 teaspoon. We were talking about possibly, for people that don't like the flavor profile. Let me get my half teaspoon because I can fit it in there. You could probably go with something else, maybe nutmeg, or maybe even cinnamon, or maybe half and half, maybe half nutmeg, half cardamom. So what I'm doing is I'll use my one of my icing spatulas. It goes straight across without pushing down. And it's asking for 1 teaspoon. So we're going to use 2 half teaspoons. And when you scoop it out, don't push it too hard in to your measuring spoon because then it'll compress it, and then you'll get too much of that flavor. We have the moving men behind me. Everybody is always welcome to come in and say hello. We're on a quick stream here. He's not here. Take a message, please. I'm trying. I just said. Why is my phone keep going? Why does the stream keep going crazy? All right, John, that says recycling. What says recycling? Where? Oh, do I need to know that? Oh, okay. Great. Thanks. Okay. So we have our flour, we have our sugar, we have our cardamom. We're going to get our yeast, and we're going to use this container. We're going to add a little bit of water into our yeast to make the paste. You can take the water from your water and your butter, which is always fine. But I like to take a stream of water to make. You don't want too thick of a paste or too thin of a paste for you. All right, and our yeast is going to be, it says 1 packet or 2¼ teaspoons. So we have active dry yeast here. So we're going to do 2¼ teaspoons. And again, the same, I'm going to put it in a side container and just level off. Dry yeast is really easy to use. Just level it off by tapping on it. So there's 1 and 2¼ of your dry yeast. Okay, we'll set those there. We have our active dry yeast here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our icing knives. And we're going to take a little bit of our water here. And we're going to add it to our yeast. And it's going to get thick and pasty really, really fast. So mix quickly. And it'll turn into a quick paste. And I'll probably get closer to my phone to show you. It's literally going to be. So scrape it off and try to get all your water incorporated with your yeast. Now, I like pre-mixing my yeast. That way I know it's getting incorporated. That's what the directions say to use. I've known bakers that like to put their dry yeast in with their flour. Only thing is when your flour, make sure you're not using salt. Or if you're using salt, don't put your dry yeast in with your salt because it'll kill your yeast. Salt will kill your yeast straight up. Okay, so now we have our paste. We have our yeast paste, which is like a cake. If you out, 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 out. No dogs in the kitchen. Out, 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 out. All right, so now we have a nice smooth paste. It's a nice smooth paste, and we're going to be able to get all of that into our bowl. All right, so we're going to just set this aside for a second and hang on to it. Okay. Okay, so now we have, we brought our own spatula this year, so we didn't break any peats. So we're just going to take the sugar and the flour and the cardamom and get that mixed up dry. We have our egg standing by. We have our soft butter and our water and our yeast and our small spatula if we need to help getting that yeast out. Okay. Right, left is recycle, right? Where's trash? That is trash. Great. All right, thanks, Con. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take our egg, and we're just going to crack our egg. And we're going to go ahead and put that in. Now, with doing that, as I go and get rid of that, I'm going to peel off my gloves. I'm peeling off my gloves because now at this point, what's going to happen is you can wear gloves, but they get really sticky really fast. And I did wash my hands earlier, so we're good to go. Okay. I do have my blender. It's a hand blender. And we'll definitely start with this. This is a Pampered Chef. Okay. We're going to double check our yeast, make sure our yeast is good. Okay. Our yeast is good. Now we're going to take our butter and our water. We have our 2 cups of water, 2.5 ounces of butter, 3.5 ounces of sugar, and our flour inside. We're going to put that in there. We're going to go ahead in now and grab our yeast paste and put it in. And you want to get all of this because what it counts for the yeast is ounces. But once you add the water to it, it really expands your yeast. It is an active ingredient. Want to taste it? Looks like peanut butter. Would you like a taste?
No, but I just like to point out that anytime I look on this screen, nothing looks like this.
Oh, that. Well, what does it look like?
It always looks done and ready to go.
Done and ready to go. Well, okay. Can you try what out? Did you want to lick the spoon from the yeast? I wouldn't. I wouldn't recommend that.
I've been eating dog treats all day.
All right. So at this point, we're just going to start cutting the flour in with the liquid. The butter got soft while it was sitting in the 95-degree water. Oh, it's just a little bit. Okay, and then all I'm doing is pushing it from away from me. I'm turning the bowl with my hands, and I'm getting. Let's see if we can get Gonzo. Can you help me? Great.
What would you like me to do?
You got to work a gimbal, right?
Okay, sure.
Just let them see what's going on. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Appreciate the help. So what you want to do is just keep trying to get all that flour off the side of the bowl into the front. I'm pushing down with the blades, so it's literally cutting through the dough. I want to get all that flour mixed into here. Once it gets to this stage, you have a pretty good paste, okay? This is where, again, wearing gloves just would double the time for me. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just start working the dough away from me, and I'm pushing it down, and I'm going to just try to get all the flour off the side. I do have a plastic scraper, and I'm going to get all my ingredients here. That we get every bit of it in there. Okay, just set that in here. Okay, so we already have our prep area over here. We're going to, yep. Okay, so this is our prep area here. All I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a little bit of ham down just to start. Okay, our water is boiling, so we can go ahead and turn that down a little bit. All right, so we're going to bring over our dough. And Gonzo, if you don't want to hold that anymore, you don't have to. You can, if you want to put it back up on there and just point it down here, that'd be great. And then Katie can use whichever one she would like. Thank you very much. Right up on the microwave. Yep. Thank you. And then you can control it with the gimbal. I don't know what. It's stuck. There you go. Okay, so what I'm doing is just taking the rubber spatula and I'm just getting all the. Thank you very much, Gonzo. Here you go, Gonzo.
Oh, appreciate it.
You're welcome. Okay, so now we have a good dough there. And there it is. Hey, welcome back. How are you? Making schoolboy bread. It's not really schoolboy bread, it's called school bread. But Mr. Pete likes to call it schoolboy bread. That would be a good interview question to ask him. Okay, and also at this point, I know I'm going to be putting my dough back in the same bowl that I mixed it. So I'm going to take a little bit of Pam, and I'm going to spray it. As it's rising, that's going to help it relax and come up all by itself. All right, so now here we go. Set that back on the table, and you're going to, this is called kneading the dough. Okay, what you're doing is you're pulling your dough up, you're pushing it away with your ball of your hand, pulling it up, turning it. The same way, everything is a quarter turn. Now, what you see is it's sticky, right? The more we mix it, the stickiness will go away because you're actually going into all those little pieces of flour grain, and you're mixing it all together. This is actually a little stickier than I thought it would be. So what I did is I got a little bit of flour. I'm going to put some flour on the side and help take that away. You know, on my intro, my amazing intro that KDY made, you actually can see somebody, you know, going through these motions. Don't worry about what's on your hands because eventually that's all going to come off your hands and it's going to get connected into the dough. Now, the instructions said mix for 5 minutes. That's usually on a KitchenAid mixer. So you're going to mix that for 5 minutes on a KitchenAid mixer with a dough hook. Here, we're just taking the dough and we're handling it old school. So we're making school bread and we're making it old school. And what we want to do is we want to keep doing this until we get the dough stretching without tearing. You want to form the elasticity of your dough. So what I'm doing is roll around here, get some of the excess flour up. Don't be afraid to use a little bit of flour. If your bread dough doesn't come together like this in the first 30 seconds, a minute of you doing this, go ahead and put a little pile of flour in your corner and pull in a little bit at a time. So we're pushing away, quarter turn, fold in. This is coming together really nice. And you can tell it's starting to get smoother. Looks like might use all that little bit of handful of flour to keep it from not sticking and getting a good. You can see on your mixing bowl when you use your KitchenAid mixing bowl, you can see, you know, it'll start pulling away from the sides. It'll start slapping, and when your dough starts slapping, that's when you want to start checking it for the elasticity. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to form it, and we're going to grab a piece. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to grab a piece, and we're just going to take it, and we're slowly going to go around. We're slowly going to pull it. We're slowly stretching it. And what we're doing is we're checking to see what the elasticity is. If it started to tear right now, you would need to mix it a little bit more. Okay? But if you notice, it's starting to get, you can almost see through your dough. See that? You can almost see through the dough without it. Look at that. That dough is ready. And it's springing. That dough's ready. So what I'm going to do it without, I don't want to waste this little bit of flour. I'm just going to grab it, bring it in. And I know I'm coming to the end of getting it ready to go into the bowl. I'll keep my bowl there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start what they call dough forming it. I'm just going to form a ball, and I'm just tucking the dough in. And now what I'm going to do is just push my fingers under it and keep turning it. And what that's going to do, that's going to make a seal at the bottom. And it should look nice and smooth like that. Okay? It did start to tear, and when it starts to tear like that, it means you're over mixing. That's why I stopped. So now we dropped it right in the bowl. Okay, and we're gonna let it go, and I'm gonna put the lid on it. Put the lid on it. If you don't have a lid, use saran wrap. Okay, and this is going to proof ambient. We're not going to put it anywhere else. It's going to be ambient. we're just going to set it aside. And we got, this is going to sit for 45 minutes. Set me a 45-minute timer.
Yeah.
Thanks. Gonzo is going to set me a 45-minute timer. All right. And then we're going to clean up a little bit of our ingredients, and we're going to go right to mixing the cream. So I can turn this. Oh, yeah. Yes, please. So we're gonna clean up some items here. Here's our sweetened coconut. We'll need our measurer. We're gonna make the cream filling, the scratch cream filling first, and that takes some egg yolks. We're gonna make that first. Dough can be really, really gooey, so when you got to get it, don't be afraid to scrub it off of your fingernails, or it'll be with you for a little bit. Set this over here and dry my tools. My dish detergent. All right, so we're just going to clean these up real quick. Rinse them. I won't need my dough cutter, so I can leave that here. Or my dough blender, I should say my dough blender. So, and that was, I could really feel that dough moving already, so I know our yeast is good. When you're done with your yeast, most manufacturers will tell you can keep your yeast in the refrigerator. Just keep it tight, airtight, as best as you can. Even if you get a pound of dry active yeast and it's in like a bag, don't be afraid to put it in your fridge. Keep it airtight. So we're gonna do the custard next, and we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do 1.5 times or 2 times the amount of custard, because I liked putting a lot of custard in these. And when I made it last week, I wish I would have made extra custard because I kind of overfilled them. It doesn't tell you how much; it just says to fill them. So, and when they're made in a facility like the Walt Disney World Company, they probably have automatic fillers where you have a big tub of filling, and then what you will do is just put 2 of the school breads up to the filling into these injectors, and it injects the custard filling into them. So if you've ever wondered how that gets made, that's how that gets done. We'll set that one there. We'll go ahead and dry our items and move on. So I'm going to dry our stuff, put it on our table, and continue. Now, we do not need our yeast any longer. So I'm going to go ahead and when I get to the other side of the table, I'm going to pick that up, seal it nice and tight, and go ahead and drop it in the refrigerator. So I like to keep my yeast nice and cool. All right, moving right along. Our water is good and hot. I just want to make sure that water was hot so when we start dividing the dough in 40 minutes, because it's got a 45-minute wait, we wouldn't have to wait for the water to boil. We want to keep this going. And mixing this ahead of time, I did make those mental notes. And Donna and Arjun, I think, can probably, agree that the first time you make something, you learn a lot, and then the next time you go ahead and you make different adjustments to make it flow a little easier, maybe taste a little better. Everybody likes to put their own additives in some recipes after they make them. And thanks everyone for coming in. I know I haven't looked at chat. When you're on location and we're actually a little bit at a pinch for time, um, I'm just going to kind of keep scrolling. I do appreciate everybody being here. I am not. It's not that I don't want to talk to you. It's just that I didn't bring my iPad, so my chat is really tiny. It's sitting next to me. So when I get over to before I start the cream, we'll chat a little bit. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my pans. I haven't decided which pans I'm going to use yet, and we'll set them here. That way they're out of the way. We have our sugar for later to make our icing. All right. I think I need this. I think I need this. All right, here we go. Now we're in our next stage. We're going to take our yeast, put it in the fridge. It's got a good seal on it. Baking cups we can put aside. Mixer here. Cornstarch. Okay, so now we're going to do the vanilla custard. Okay, one and 2/3 cups of milk. All right, so I've got this here. Got this here. Let me get rid of this. All right, so we'll talk through the ingredients. So we're doing 1 and 2/3 cup milk, so we're going to double that. We're doing a 1/4 cup of sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 4 egg yolks, which we'll use 8, and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Okay, we have our cornstarch, we have our sugar, we have our eggs. Excuse me. Excuse me. You're okay. Thanks. We have our eggs. Our egg yolks. And again, we'll put those, we'll slide those right here. And in a heavy saucepan, we're going to bring the milk to a boil. And then we're going to set it aside. In another bowl, we're going to beat the eggs and sugar and the vanilla until it doubles. So we're going to take those egg yolks and we're going to aerate them. And we're going to aerate them a whole lot. Okay, let me see. Where did I put my mixer? I have my. So we have my mixer. And can I work over here at the stove? Trying to look to see where I have a long draw. I should be able to plug it into this one. Yeah, I can use this one right here. There we go. We have some lighting set aside, and we're just going to plug right into that. This is an old handheld KitchenAid. I love this thing. I've had this thing for a long time. All right, when we have our vanilla extract, we have our butter extract, and there was a problem. Let's see. I don't know what is going on with my phone. But I'm not going to worry about it. So our light did fall a little bit here, so let me fix that. There we go. Okay, so what we need to do with this is in a heavy saucepan, we're going to bring the milk to a boil. We're going to set it aside. And then we're going to go ahead and beat the eggs and sugar and the vanilla in here to a double. So we're going to add air to that. And then we're going to add the hot milk a few drops at a time to temper the eggs. So let's get our hot milk. And let me get another container to heat our milk in. So like I said, I want to try to double this. I just want to make sure that I have enough milk. 1 and 2/3 cup of milk. And I like using whole milk when I'm making a cream. I don't use 1% or skim or anything like that. If you're going to use milk, use the milk. 1 2/3 cups. So we have 1.
Donna said yes to the question that you asked.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Yes. Gotcha. Thank you. All right. 1 2/3 cups. Okay. And that worked out perfectly. So these little things, 12 ounces, 1 2/3 cups. All right. So we're going to put that in. Okay. And as you all can see, we're going to have, as I get this going, we're going to use the other cam, and then we'll let somebody take the other camera. Just for grins and giggles, we'll go ahead and we'll let them roam around with the camera so you can see everybody. Okay, 1 2/3 cups. Perfect. That worked out great. So we're doubling everything. I love that. We're going to double everything. All right. And we're recycling. It's funny because the recycling looks the same as the trash. Oops. My bad. And I use paper towels to dry my hands. Water's still hot. All right, we're going to take the milk. We're going to put it over here on the burner. It's a dual burner, but we're only going to use the single one. So we'll turn the little knob. We'll bring that up. You want to start to simmer your milk so you don't scorch it, and we'll keep your eye on it so it doesn't scorch. Okay, so that's that. We're going to use my stainless steel bowl here to mix in. We need 8 egg yolks. La, 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 la. Again, thanks. For some reason, I can't see my chat, guys. Anytime I go near my phone, it goes bonkers. What is going on with my phone? Let's close my screen. There's my screen. And there's my chat. Hi. Hey, Annie Coog. So when they do go to take the iPhone out, they just have to turn the microphone on so you can hear people out there as well as hearing me. All right, so we're going to go with a 1/4 cup of sugar, and we'll put that in first. So here I have my other measure here from Pampered Chef. So it's a 1/4 cup. So there's a 1/2 cup. Okay, there's 1 cup, and down here's a 1/4 cup. Okay, or you can use your handy dandy measures here, which we'll use this one, the 1/4 cup, and we're going to double it. So 1/4 cup of sugar. There's 1, 2, 2 1/4 cups. Great. All right, now we're going to go with a quarter teaspoon of vanilla. So that will be a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And don't be afraid to pour it right on the sugar. It won't hurt anything. Here's our 1/2 teaspoon. How are things going, Tina? Good. Woohoo! Yes. Yes, that is funny. So the method says in a heavy saucepan, bring your milk to a boil. So we're doing that. We're going to set that aside. We're going to beat our eggs, sugar, vanilla, and our mixture. Okay. We're going to add the hot milk a few drops at a time to temper it. And what that means is we don't want the milk to be too hot because if we add it to the egg yolks, it's just going to make scrambled egg. All right, so we're going to temper it by adding it a little bit at a time. I did use a whisk the first time when I made it at home, and we'll do that too. I'll start it with a whisk, and then we'll move over to the mixer. You can get a better mix in, knowing how it feels and knowing when to stop adding the hot milk. And then what we're going to do is we're going to dissolve the cornstarch in a little bit of water, and then we're going to take it in a thin stream. So let's get our cornstarch, and we're going to double our cornstarch too. So that's going to be 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Here is what I noticed. The first time I made it, I didn't think that was enough cornstarch. I actually doubled the cornstarch in a single batch, which I thought made it a lot better. So here we're going to go with what the recipe is asking, and we're going to go with 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and we're going to put it in this little container. And the cornstarch is going to be your thickening agent. It's going to make your let me set that here. It's going to make your cream thick as it sits. Go right across for the second one. The first one was a little much. Right, so there we go. So we have our cornstarch there. All right. Now we know our cornstarch needs to be thinned with water. All right. What we're going to do is just get a little bit of water in our Pyrex here, and it's going to be a little bit of, well, we use double this time, so we'll just use the water. There was milk in this, and we're just going to use up the leftover milk that was in that also. All right, so we're going egg yolks now. So now we're going to check our water, our milk. Our milk is getting ready to be hot. All right, we're going to grab the gloves. I like wearing gloves when I mix with eggs. Okay, now we just want the yolk. All right, so how do you get just the yolk? All right, a lot of people do it a lot of different ways. I don't have a problem letting the egg white go through my fingers. Okay, that's usually the best way I like to do it. So when you just crack your egg, you're free to crack it on the outside. Here, you could take your egg, go back and forth in your shell, and just let your egg yolk go back and forth. If you notice you damaged your egg yolk, just make sure you go ahead and put it right in with your sugar because a little bit of egg white is gonna hurt. I always try to get any connecting pieces off. All right, so there's our first one. Okay, and I know I'm just gonna throw this away, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drop my shell in here. And again, let the egg yolk do all the work. Take the one shell that's in your other hand, and feel free to just like scrape off what's connected to the yolk. And again, some people have a little tool. I used to have a little tool. I didn't bring it this trip. It's a little tool where you just drop your egg in it, and it literally just takes the egg yolk and separates it right away. I'm gonna drop that in. That's 2. We need a total of 8. So I'm gonna speed this process up a little bit. There's a big piece of egg white just hanging on there. All right, there's 3. This is 4. And while you're doing this, it gives your milk a time to get hot. If you're time planning, this is a time sensitive, not time sensitive. This takes a bit of time. There's 5 or 4. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you have a faster way that you know you can do your egg whites, by all means, rock and roll with that. 5. And you probably can hear some laughter that's going on in the other room. If you're here for the first time, thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button. And then go into your settings and then set your settings so when we go live, you'll know when we're live. 2, 4, 6, 8. One more. Because we did use 1 egg for the school board bread. And we'll check with Gonzo here in a little bit to find out where we are time-wise. And that's another thing, your time. Watch your time. Because you don't want to be in the middle having to mess with your dough. That would not be good. All right, we're going to set that over here. Okay, and I just walked up on my milk. And now we're going to set that aside. We're going to turn that off. Yep. It came to a slow rolling boil here. Let's see if I can show you that. It came to a slow, what they call slow rolling boil. It'll start, it looks like it's just rolling upon itself. So we're just going to take that off, set it over here. All right, we have our cornstarch here. And it really doesn't matter when you add water to your cornstarch, your consistency is not going to change. All right, we're going to go with our wire whisk. And let's just review what we have in here. So we have our milk is over here, our sugar, our vanilla extract, and our yolks are here, and our cornstarch is here. So we're going to start mixing this by hand. Just going to get those ingredients just together. Okay, and once I have them together, I'm going to switch over to my electric mixer. Now we want this to double in size. All right, so that's currently what it is. And now we want to double in size. Right away, you can go ahead and put it on high. Hey, good morning. How are you? That's Carla from Carla and Kiko. Not me. Oh, you just walked by Dad Bill's. He's hot. Kiko, welcome. Carla and Kiko from the West Coast representing. Carla and Kiko Adventures. Yeah, you probably have to turn down your volume because this is going to get loud. What I like to do, because my mom had an old mixer where the bowl would go one way and the beaters would go the other, so I do the same thing by hand. Space Mountain Dave, how you doing? Good to see you. Every time I touch my phone, it goes crazy. Everybody in chat's having a good time. That's great. All right, so we've doubled. This is doubled in size. All right, so that's doubled. So that's good to go. Okay. So now what we're going to do is, my recipe fell on the floor. So go grab the recipe. And we're going to review. And now what we're going to do is it's in the middle. Double boiler. Okay. Mix well after each one. Place in a metal bowl and place over a double boiler, dissolve cornstarch, and then we'll start to add. Okay. So what we could do is actually use the hot water that we made for the proof box. Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. Can you ask Gonzo how much time I have left, please? All right. So Chris is going to ask Gonzo how much time I have left. We're going to take this. We're going to turn our water up onto high. Okay, we were using that, and we're still going to use that. We're going to use that for making a proof box out of our oven. Okay. Bake. Okay, our oven currently says it is 115. Yep, and that's close. We're going to get a little bit hotter because we're going to have the door open. And we're going to make a double boiler here. Yep, there it is. I'm going through Pete's stuff. We're going to use this, and we're going to use this as a double boiler here. And if I'm not mistaken, I am going to have to use the electric. Yes. 19 minutes. That's perfect. Thank you. Thanks, Tina. Tina from Tina Marie's place. Where her place is your place. She's an amazing photographer, by the way. If you haven't seen some of her pictures, it's really cool. All right, so our water's here. We're going to make our double boiler. We're going to switch this over to here. We're going to turn this off. Turn that on high. Hello. All right, so we're going to move our mixer to the other side. Meaning our plug.
I've lost Gonzo.
Gonzo's lost, everyone. Gonzo's lost. Look at this. It's where's Gonzo? All right, so we're going to plug in here. We're going to unplug this plug, which was connected to nothing. Tina found out for me. There we go. See if we have some heat here. We got it. All right. Fantastico. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our egg yolks on top of our double boiler. Okay. And this water is just about boiling. So we're going to go ahead and keep it that way. All right. And then we're going to slowly add our milk to it. But what I do want to do is I want to get I'll stay over here. We're going to take a little bit of water. We'll switch cameras, and we're going to go ahead and put our water in with our cornstarch, and we're going to make a paste, a pourable. It needs to be a pourable paste, not horrible, just pourable. Kind of like making gravy. Okay, and we did talk about adding more cornstarch, so we are going to add the extra cornstarch as a thickening agent. So we did it 2 times, but I added an extra half on that. I have no idea what's happening behind me. I see things happening, and I don't know. I don't have eyes in the back of my head. So, okay. All right, so I have that here to my right. I do have my milk here. Is that a good angle for here? Katie, is that a good angle? Let's switch. See if I can switch that. I don't know if I can switch that. Yep. Okay. Yes. There we go. All right, so we have our water on. And we're going to slowly start adding. They're being silly. Though not to cook the egg yolk. See if I can get some. You know what I want to do? I'll go ahead and mix this in. What I'm going to do to make it easier for me, because I'm by my onesie. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the oven. Off. We'll crack it a little bit because it's going to get too hot. We're going to pour our milk into our Pyrex container, and it'll be a little bit easier for me to add from this pot. This is behind the scenes, so you can't see what I'm doing. All right, here we go. That's not going to work. Let's do this. Turn this off. Let's bring this to here. Okay. This is not my kitchen, so I need to make an adjustment here. I need a pair of hands. Paul, you busy? Great. Can you help me? Fantastic. Paul Engel, everyone. Can you come over here and hold this up, please, so it stops falling into my bowl? Thank you. So what we're doing is we're adding hot milk into our egg yolks and sugar, but not at a rate where it's going to cook them. And this bowl does not want to cooperate. You know what? I got to switch hands. And I'm not a lefty, but I got to switch hands. This is driving me crazy. Being honest, everyone, it's driving me nuts. There, that's better. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate the help. We are on location, so when you're on location, you have to change things up. Now, could you set that down for me? And could you hand me the pot of milk that's sitting in the sink? And can you set it to my right for me, please? That's perfect. Yep. And yes, please, because I don't want it to melt. Yep. All right, so now all of our milk is in, and we have our cornstarch here. Always start to swirl your cornstarch because it'll collect at the bottom. See that? And now what you have to do is you have to keep this going until it gets thick. Ask him how many minutes I have left, please. Ask him if he could just tell me when it's 5. Please, thank you. That wasn't me. was not me. Can you call him for me, please? Thanks. That's the whole problem. We couldn't find him really either. All right. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it. Paul Engel, everyone. Okay, so we're off of our double boiler. And now what this needs to do is this needs to settle. Oh, he might be in the, he might be doing that. Can you just, oh. Okay. That was a good timing. But it is what it is. Okay. All right, so that water's there. All right, so we're just going to review the recipe. I have the recipe. Here it is. Okay, so we did our egg yolks, 8 egg yolks, our vanilla extract, our sugar, our teaspoon of cornstarch. But this is still saying I should mix it until it gets thick. It's foamy. And my last one, I had to mix it for a long, long time. So we're going to go back to that, but we're going to bring the mixer over here. Now we'll put it back on the water. It's just going to take some time. So if you don't mind the noise, I wish I had a deeper pot to use. Oh, look at that one. I didn't see that one under there. Let's change pots here. Easier. And easier. Yes. So we're going back to mixing, guys. So now I don't need Paul to help me because I'm just going to go right to here. And we still have to keep this on high. Because what you're doing, it's a heated custard. So you have to keep it, it's a thickening agent. Thanks everyone for being here. How much time, Kazo? Huh? 7 minutes. Thank you. I'll make sense out of that. You'll be on my YouTube shorts. Last time I made it wasn't as frothy. This is really, really weird. I'm not kidding. I'll make sure to tell you guys. Clip and paste. I know how to do that now. I know how to edit. You want to be on the Disney Baker short? Go keep coming in. Now I'm doing something that I probably shouldn't do. Is just I'm going right over to direct heat. 5 minutes. Thank you. And this will be good. This will give us time to cool this down. And then it'll give us time to make our icing. How many minutes now? How many minutes now? 4 minutes. Thank you. Okay, so now what we need is we need an ice bath. So we need to put this bowl into an ice bath. Can you go into a cooler possibly and fill that halfway with ice for me, please? Thanks. Are you being interviewed? Sure? You sure? Thank you. Thanks, Jason. Okay. So now we've got about 2 minutes before we need to start our bread. And we're going to work our bread right here. Okay. And what that means is I need my. Thank you. I need my Pyrex. And Jason's getting me some ice. And now what we're going to do is put the custard in an ice bath. That's perfect. You said it right there on the end of the counter. Thank you very much. And we need to chill down that custard. And that's what the recipe calls for. I feel great. I feel great. You look great. You look great. No, you do. It's a lot of ice. One minute. All right, so we have the custard in our ice bath, and we'll set that aside. And we're going to switch places with the dough. Yes, or we can set it right here. All right. We have our trays. We have our hot water that we need for our Pyrex. Okay, and we're going to put that back on high because we need that water to be hot. What is this? Hold the thing. Not it. Okay. All right. I brought a bunch of different pans to use. not knowing which ones I really wanted to use. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take, I think we're going to use these. And then with that, we're going to go ahead and turn these upside down because we're not using, and we're going to lightly coat those with some spray, 0 time. All right. Lightly coat them with some Pam. Now, at 3 ounces. Oh, sorry, Katie. I forgot that was over there. There you go. Is that one still working? Here, is that one working, Katie? This one's not working. Why is it not working? We lost the camera, but we'll be okay. We have this one. That's what's important. All right. So, all right. Woo! You can smell that yeast coming out of there. Okay. And what we're going to do is the same thing we did last time. We're going to have our scale though, and we're going to take a little bit of spray and just spray the countertop a little bit. Okay. We're going to take our bench scraper that we washed earlier. There it is. Our bench scraper, and we're going to flip out our dough. It doesn't want to come out, so we're going to help it. There you go. Nothing's left in the bowl. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to set these up. We're going to do 3 ounce pieces instead of 5 ounce pieces. Now this is where you're going to need. You can't see me. Hold on. Let me fix that. Executive producer's like right behind me. He ain't doing nothing. No. How's that? Is that better? Yeah. Here we go. So, what's up, Sparks? I said we're gonna. Oh, thanks. So we're gonna do 3 ounce pieces. So to help you see, I'll move this a little bit. So what you can do is you can cut these pieces in strips. And our dough, as you can see, our dough is really nice. Yeah, it turned out nice. It is. It's got a nice texture. And we're going to cut 3 ounce pieces. And do they have to be perfect? Can they be 3-1, 3-2? Sure. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set them here. Remembering that where we set them, they're going to start resting and relaxing. So we want, when we start rounding them up, we want to start from where we started them resting and relaxing. Kind of like first in, first out. And with the years of baking, it's just sometimes I get in a role where I just know what 3 ounces looks like. You know. Because you want all your pieces to be uniform. Right, Gonzo? You want all your pieces to be uniform.
Yes.
Right.
So can I ask you a question?
You can.
After you do this,
Yes.
and you put it in the oven,
Yes.
how long does it take to cook?
30 minutes to proof,
30 minutes.
and then 30 minutes to proof. 1 second.
Oh, yeah, if you add up your...
Out of my zone. Don't worry about it. I can get another zone. So we got 30 minutes to proof and a 15-minute bake time. That was funny, Sparks. Gonzo Bake. That would be a stream. Gonzo can eat. Right? He was actually just so helpful trying to get the stream up this morning because we had a couple of glitches. But being on location, things happen. At least once a week. Yeah. Yeah. Now I just have to get to consistently being streaming live, baking once a week. Thank you. Yeah, I enjoy it. All right, so our dough is a really. I didn't get a temperature of our dough. I see you. So I threatened the little ones. I said, keep going back and forth. I know how to make shorts.
No, I was checking to see
No,
how long this
no, the little ones. It's over 18 inches.
It doesn't look like it's over 18 inches.
Yes, well, we cut it up. So they keep running back and forth. And I said, keep going. I said, I'll make video shorts out of it. And here I say it doesn't have to be perfect yet. I'm making all of them exactly 3 ounces. So it's just a baker thing, I guess. What do you like baking best? I like puff pastry. All right, so now I've got this little tiny piece left over. All right, so what I'm going to do with this little tiny piece, I'm just going to roll it out. And we got 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 pieces. So we're just going to go, there we go. We're just going to start cutting little pieces. Then we'll just add little pieces to everything. There we go. And we'll just add that to each one. There you go. All right, so our dough temperature, if anybody was asking, our dough temperature is 78 degrees. Okay, which is a really good temperature. All right, so we're all done with our scale for now, so we'll sit it over here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to round them up. And remember what I said? We're going to start from the first one we cut to the last one we cut, and we'll just keep going this way because this is relaxed more, and that's going to make a difference when you round them up. Okay, I don't want to block this, so I don't want to. Hi, Tina. All right, so what we're going to do is I turn it over, the flat side's up, and then basically the way I do it, the way I was taught, you just take your fingers like this and go around and around. And then what you're doing is you're literally sealing it with your fingertips. And once it's smooth and it's sealed on the bottom, that's it. And go ahead and put it on your tray. Now my trays are over here. Oh, we didn't want that one. We want this one. These have been sitting longer. They've been resting. Okay, so you have a nice smooth top, and then you have a nice bottom that's together. Smooth top, tight bottom. You heard it here first. All right, so 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 6, 12, 18. So we'll do, we're only going to have room in our oven for 2 pans, so we're going to have to get all these on 2 trays. I know I make this look easy. Just keep your fingertips underneath, and you'll actually feel the dough. And then as the dough starts getting around, close your fingertips tighter and tighter, and that'll make your seal at the bottom tighter. If you go too much, your dough will start to tear on top. It's called school bread. It's kind of like a bread donut with custard filling in it, with icing on top and toasted coconut. And nope, the filling's right there. Thanks. 6, 7, 8. Am I doing coconut? Yeah, I already toasted it. I'm doing some with, some without. Okay, so there's your first tray. All right. Now what we're going to do is just set this aside till we're ready for the second tray. And then we're going to put both trays in the oven at the same time that we're making into a proof box. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this worked out really well. That's slow motion. You're actually feeling the steam with your fingertips and the heel of your hand. I've been doing this for a couple of years. So I was baking for 40 years. So I've been making dinner rolls. I think the second bakery I worked in taught me how to make hand rolled dinner rolls. Same process. So we have an extra. So what we'll do is we'll just place this extra one here. And then we'll just shift these down a little bit closer to the edge to make room. And what that little bit of Pam did, it's going to help me get these up off of here. So now these need to relax. All right, so here's what they look like. All right, so they need to relax. And how do you get them to relax? You got to put them in a proof box. All right, so what you do is you turn your oven on. Get your oven at your lowest temperature possible. Use your oven at the lowest temperature possible. And then what you're going to do is you're going to boil water, like we were doing earlier. And you're going to take your boiled water and you're going to put it in a Pyrex. All right? Know where you're going to bake your items as you do that. Okay? So we're going to bake this one here and here. And halfway through the bake, we're going to switch them. All right? Because this isn't my oven. I don't know how it bakes. Some ovens bake hot in the front, hot in the back. So we'll turn them around, switch them top to bottom. Nice move. All right, so we're going to set this at 170 because it doesn't go any lower. All right, it says it's at 100 degrees now. If you have a digital oven, like this, a digital oven, it says it's at 110. We're going to wait for it to get to about 115. Once it gets to 115, we're going to put our Pyrex containers with hot water. Do you have another one of these? This is mine. You have one? I need one more. Or you can give me a coffee cup. Easy peasy, because I'm not going to turn it on. And then we have an amazing coffee cup. You don't have a Pyrex, you don't have to use a Pyrex. Just remember, anything that you see on the video here, I can actually cut up and make shorts of and put shorts on my channel and have really crazy music coming to it. Did you get that? Did you get that? Did you get that? Did you get that? I can make shorts of that. Walk like an Egyptian. Carlo and Kiko from the West Coast, everyone. I'm back in the picture. So, I hate to be the bearer of weird news, but my custard isn't doing what it's supposed to be doing. So we're hoping that's not going to be an issue. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take some of this water that we had, and we're going to pour it into our glass containers. And we're waiting for our oven to get up to temperature. And I think it just went to 120. So what the water's going to do is act as steam, and what the heat's going to do is no, we're at 105. The heat's going to be heat. It's just straight up heat. So 110 is really optimal, is what you're looking for. 110 degrees, and then you want about 95% humidity. We can't measure the humidity, so we're just going to make our own humidity, and we're going to do it by using the boiling water in a Pyrex or a coffee cup, and we're going to enter it into the oven when we place these items in, and they're going to proof. They're not going to bake. They have to proof. They have to proof for a half hour. Okay, so our oven probably is hot now, which it is. We're going to turn it off. Okay, we're going to put our pans in. We're going to go ahead and remove my thermometer because this is a digital one. So I know it's copacetic. We're going to put our water. We're going to put these in. Nope, they're just proofing. They're not baking yet. Okay, and then what we're going to do is see if we can fit our water in here, down the bottom. That one fit. Let's see if we can fit another one in. Nope. You need to get by? You're welcome. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put our water in behind. There we go. We just lift up the tray and put the water in at the bottom. We're not going to turn the oven on. We're just going to use it as a proof box. And we don't have to turn these around, but we probably will. We're going to set this for 15 minutes. Timer. Delay start set. Cleans mode. Timer. How do you set your timer on your oven? Never, I found it. I got it. Got it. 15 minutes. Rolling. All right, so now we're going to make our icing. We're going to check. Did I do it right? It's blinking, right? 15 minutes. Is that 15 minutes or 15 hours? I did. Timer off. So is it 15 start? 15 is that's hours. That's minutes. Yes, excellent. Thank you. Excellent, thanks. All right. So all right. So we're looking at our cream here, and we're gonna go right. We're gonna go see if we can make a spot in the refrigerator because it's got to cool down. Oh, no room in the freezer. I need to make a spot in the fridge. All right. It's tough going into someone else's house and moving things around. This goes here, and this goes here, and this goes here. All right. That can go there. That can go there. This can go here. So we're making a space in the fridge so we can cool down the custard. 'Cause that's really important that we get that cold because you can't fill it into your school bread hot. That's 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 a no-no. So we're making some room here. Thank you, Pete, for letting me make room in your refrigerator. No problem, Baker. At least I'm not singing. Not singing yet. And we're gonna go ahead and make the glaze. Thicken up, guys. Thicken up. All right, so we'll keep a stir on that a little bit at a time. All right. Back to the side. All right, so here we go. So this needs to go to the sink. And then we need this one to make our glaze. Perfect amount of bowls. Oh, right. Yes. Okay, so now we're going to go. We do not need. All right, so or water, teaspoon of vanilla. All right, so we're going to make our icing. All right. What's up, Karen? Thanks. Thanks. Okay. We're using the microwave as a timer because that other timer didn't seem to be working right. All right. All right. So now what we're going to do is we'll work from here, and we're going to make the icing. All right. So we need 2 cups of powdered sugar. We don't need the granulated. Have our measuring cups. So we need 2 cups of granulated sugar. I mean of powdered sugar. And it's okay to have a little extra. We are making a double batch of the glaze just to make sure we have enough. Okay, so we're going to do a tablespoon of milk and or water. Is that it? Yep. Lactose free for 50. And let's use water. So we're going to need 2 tablespoons of water. And I need my whisk that I actually have in the fridge in the custard. So I'll pull that out, wash it. And you know what? Probably the one thing that's bugging me the most currently is that I'm not talking to chat. So I apologize for that. I'm coming right back. I'm getting a little bit. I just need to get the uh, the cornstarch container. I'm just rinsing out. So I'm getting some water so I can just dip some water out of it with a tablespoon. And I did wash my wire whisk. So we're going to need 2 tablespoons of water, and then we're going to do we're doing half a teaspoon of vanilla. Half teaspoon of the vanilla. What's up, Gonzo? And we're going to do two tablespoons. Thank you. Thank you. 2 tablespoons of water. 1 and 2. Now this gets thick really, really fast. And basically, what you're making is like a honey glaze. It gets thick really, really fast. It makes a paste. And if I'm not mistaken, I found myself adding more water to it last time too, because that was 2 cups of powdered sugar. Okay, and yeah, it made a paste. So feel free to add more water. This is the directions. I was following what the directions said, and be careful because when you're using 6x sugar or powdered sugar like this, you add too much water too fast, it'll turn into soup. So I just added 1 more tablespoon, and that looks like the consistency that I'm going to want. And the cool thing about the school bread is that you can dip them in there, or you can literally paint this icing on them. And I did make a double batch. Maybe I'll make a bigger batch. Oh my gosh. Let's make a bigger batch. Let's put another cup of powdered sugar in there. There we go. A little bit extra won't hurt. A little sweet tooth for everybody. And we're going to go ahead and add our extra 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. It's always good to use the bowl to pour your liquid over. That way, if you spill it, a little extra will go in there, and it'll be amazing. All right, and again, we're going with another tablespoon of water, and then we're going to do a half. All right, from what I just understood, the pizza is here, so that couldn't have came at a better time. I don't know if we're going to have time to make cupcakes. Everybody wanted cupcakes. I can whip cupcakes together real quick. Maybe I'll do that while the school bread is baking. I'll mix up cupcakes, and there's your paste. That's the consistency one is a little bit thinner than that. I like that. Yeah, I like that. But with water, any type of icing that you use water with, any type of icing, the air is going to make it get stiff if it's accessible to air. No, that's nice. That's nice. So when I take this later and I cut the shorts up, this will be one of the shorts I cut. The Dancing Baker. All right. Is that the line for Valley? Oh, yeah. Oh, that custard. All right, so that's there, that's there, that's there. The icing's here. We'll take our handy dandy spatula here. We'll get all of our sugar down in the base, anything that's on the side. Get it down into the base with the other icing. Okay, and we're going to cover this with a lid. That way it doesn't get a skin on it, meaning doesn't dry out. We'll put that there. We'll set this here. And that's not the lid. That's complete. Okay, and we're just going to set that aside. And here's our favorite one. Set aside in a bowl. Beat eggs. Shoot. I'm just overreading my filling recipe. I followed it. It's not getting thick, but
It is what it is.
yep,
As long as it's small.
yep. And well, that's
Yeah, I should make
Yeah. So
Yep.
my bait only might go to the store and pick it up.
exactly yes. Okay. All right. So right now, what we have is 1 minute. Nope, 2 minutes. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and check these. Okay, so they are proofing. Okay, so I'm going to turn them around. And this is exactly what they're supposed to look like. This is only half the proof though. Okay, so using the oven as a proof box, using that hot water in the base. If I were to turn the oven on now, it's going to tell me what the temperature is. Even if I hit 170 start, it's at 105, and that's still good. That's where I don't want it any hotter than that. So we'll let it go for its additional 15 minutes. There we go. So we have 15 minutes. So what are we going to do for 15 minutes? It's a 15 more minute proof, and then it's a 15-minute bake. Okay. What we can do is get prepped. What I can do is get prepped for the cupcakes. So the cupcakes will take no time at all to make. You mix them, you bake them, you ice them, and they're done. That's a fast bake. This was a very intricate bake. Let's see. I should have my in my handy dandy. Oh, did I not bring? Oh, let's see. That surprises me. I thought I brought my pastry bags. Well, you know what? We can take this time now, and we can do a giveaway. Okay. And Katie, are you for a giveaway?
Yes,
We can do
sir.
We can do a giveaway.
And if you are in chat, WWE fan, welcome. Hey, Julie, how's it going? 100 Acre Woods. Oh my gosh, why does my screen keep going blank? That's so weird. I can catch up with everybody. Hello, Kelly, 100 Acre Wood. Hello, Julie, Mar, Zippy, Doug, Katie Y. Hey, Dave. Wow. All right. So what we can do is we can do a giveaway. Most definitely. Oh, sorry, Julie. Well, Julie, I know you're doing hashtag replay. I saw that. I saw that the other day. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a giveaway. I'm gonna set some things in the sink and throw some hot water in them so they can be soaking for later. Because I do have a nice little uh, mess to clean up here, and I'm gonna need actually a couple of these bowls. So anyway, let me get my sponge out of the bottom of the sink, and I'll be right back over there with you guys, and we'll do our giveaway. Okay. Katie Wyatt, did you give me a thumbs up for we're in time ready for a giveaway? Hi, guys.
Hey.
Okay. Well, just not in front of the camera. Nobody wants to watch that. Nope, I'm good. Thank you. I'm going to eat at the ball yard. I pre-planned that one. Excuse me? Yeah, what you said. Yeah, I'm going to eat at the ball yard. All right, so we're all ready for our giveaway. Katie's got it up on the screen. If you do need to be present to win, and you need to be subscribed to the channel. That's just a simple rules that everybody kind of follows. So if you're subscribed to the channel, congratulations and good luck. Mm-mm. Of course you are. Are you on? Are you in chat?
Yeah, I'm there.
Well, if you're in chat, sure. Want to go make the announcement? Make sure everybody's on my live and everybody hits the like button. Because if they're in live and they hit the like and they're subscribed, they have an opportunity to win. All right, so we got 10 minutes to go on the proof box. Yeah, if you want to win something, you got to be in the chat. And subscribe. Okay, so we got a couple cool giveaways. We have this set from Beauty and the Beast. It's the great stuff. It's delicious. These are a set of dish towels. There is an apron from Epcot International Food and Wine Festival from 2001. And there is a 50th anniversary blue Starbucks cup. 50th anniversary. All right. So I can leave this out of the box temporarily. And you know what else we have? We have 50th anniversary retro placemats. These are the retro 50th anniversary placemats. And on the back is Walt Disney World, Magic Kingdom. Ooh, that's a cool picture. You want me to do a zoom in?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Are you getting that away?
Yep. So that's Magic Kingdom. And then on the other side is this. And we have 4 of those to give away. See, this is a big thing for me doing this live. So, and then I have this Disney Riviera print. And then I have this Disney Riviera print. So we're going to start with the Riviera print. Okay. All right, Katie, you may spin the wheel. Good luck, everyone. Why does my phone keep crapping out? I can't see it on my screen, Katie. I see a still picture.
You're not over 21. Oh, okay.
I can't see anything. Wait a minute.
I'm spoiled.
Oh. This our dream.
This is our dream.
This our dream.
This is our dream.
Oh. And then Katie's gonna give them, if they're in the chat, say hello if you're in the chat. You guys see it. That's what's important. As long as you guys see it, I don't have to see it. That's a new shirt. I don't know where it went. As long as the chat can see it, that's what's important. Is Jeff or Angela here?
I believe they're no longer here, so I think we'll try it again.
Okay. Well, we're gonna pick someone. We're gonna pick another name. Sorry, Jeff. Thanks for being here, though. I appreciate you. Whenever you're ready. And we're doing this. Can they see the print? And we're doing a print from the Riviera Resort. And the winner is. I can't read that. My screen's too small. A and B. A and B. Congratulations. Chat. Say hello. And if you are a winner and you win, reach out to me on Instagram. So make sure I can get your address so I can ship these out to you. And thanks for being supportive of the channel. We appreciate that. A and B, if you're in, say hello. A, B, if you're here, say hi.
Sadly, I think we're removing this one.
On our proofer. I think what we're going to do is
I think we're drawing again.
All right, Katie. I think they're doing something else. Okay. All right, we're gonna go again. We got a couple things to give away. Hopefully, we give away. Somebody will be here. Be here. Be in chat. Debbie Bradfield, she wins, and she's here. Where's Debbie? Debbie, say hello in chat. You have to say hello in chat. Say hello in chat, because you just won this. You have to say hi. You make her go through that. That's mean of you. She was getting a pizza. She's here. She's actually standing right next to me. Hey, where's she at? Where'd she go? Hey, Deb. She's not gonna say just hi in chat. She's gonna say hi live. Come on in here, Deb. Over here. Here, Katie, can you get us? We're on a delay. There she is. So that's for you. You won. You won the print from the Riviera.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. And now go enjoy your pizza. So she had to say hi in chat. She's right here. All right. So let's go. We're gonna zoom right along. Big Matt is going back to the hotel. And we're gonna see him at the game. All right. So here we go. We're gonna do these, and we're gonna do 4 of these back to back. I can make it short of that. I can do. Yeah. Anytime you do stuff like that, you may not like it. It might like say whoop 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 whoop. All right, so we're gonna do these. So whenever you're ready, Katie, we'll do 4 of these. Congratulations, Debbie Brookfield. Hi, Tina. We're proofing. So we're doing giveaways, but we're proofing.
Sweet. What are we giving away?
Oh well, we just gave Debbie Brookfield a Riviera Resort drawing away, and now we're giving 4 of these placemats away, and we have a winner. Oh, now I can see it. Who's that say? Annie Coog. Annie Coog's in the chat. Congratulations, Annie. Say hi. Say hi. She's fun size. Yes, and she says, I'm here. Woohoo! Annie Coog. Excellent. All right, moving right along to the next one. We have 3 more. All right, so now I'm going to pull these out. And I'm going to prep my oven temperature. So let's take a break for a second. So I'm going to pull these out. I'm going to prep my oven temperature. Nope, that's fine. Nope, I'm good. Nope. I just need my recipe. Please, there's 2 pieces of paper. Please and thank you. And what temperature do I bake them at, Gonzo?
15 minutes, 375.
15 minutes, 375. Prepping our oven at 375. Thank you, sir. There we go. No, thank you. I'm going to eat at the yard. Thanks. All right, so we've taken these out. We're going to give them a couple minutes floor time, and then we're going to put them right in the oven. Is this yours, Gonzo? Is that yours? Thanks. All right, and that was the end of the proofing. It's going well. What's up, Deb? Okay, so our next winner is Space Mountain Dave. Space Mountain Dave, are you in chat? Oh, you was. Well, then, Space Mountain Dave, congratulations. Oh, if you're in now, we're doing giveaways. All right, so we have 2 more. Whenever you're ready, Katie. They have the maps on the back. Oolai Lane. I know she's here. So say hi in the chat or come into the kitchen. Or come into the kitchen. What? Rules are rules. Say hi in the chat or come in the kitchen. One of the 2. Kate. There she goes. See? She heard me. Come in, come in. You get to receive your in person. Well, congratulations.
It's so cute.
It's a placement, and it has the map. It's map of Magic Kingdom on the back. Thank you. Thanks for supporting. You're welcome. Yay. Oodalai everybody. They are. Everyone's eating, and everyone's eating. So, all right. So we have 1 more to give away. 1 more, and then we're gonna do the kitchen towels. What's up, Rodney? Welcome. Hey, Gonzo, what's going on? Gonzo said, "Can I win?" I said, "Sure, you can win, Gonzo." Hey, Jennifer. Angela Menta. Are you here? Are you here, Angela Menta? She is here. I love doing this. Ladies and gentlemen, and your your gift for, for supporting the channel and being awesome. It's got a map on the back. There you go. Thanks. Enjoy your lunch. This is cool having people here. I can just hand it off to them. Okay, so the next one up that we're gonna do is we're gonna do the Beauty of the Wow, that was fast. Beauty and the Beast. Actually, it's Belle more than Beauty and the Beast. It's a set of from the Food and Wine Festival 2021, and it's a set of dish towels. So good luck, everyone. I'm seeing a little bit better. Thank you, Katie. Surf Bump John. Surf Bump John. I was right. Yep, Surf Bump. Surf Bump, say hi in the chat. Say hello. And these are yours. I'm going to give my custard a stir while we're in between. My custard is not getting thick and has me concerned. I think I'm going to do something different with my custard because I'm going to need this custard. And my custard's not getting thick. So, did John come in? Did Surf Pump come in? I think we're moving along. Oh, moving along. Okie doke. And she's shuffling, and then we're going to go. Stephanie. Stephanie Keel. Hello. Are you on my chat? I'm giving stuff away. Are you on my channel? If you were in chat. Oh. Stephanie Keel. Is Stephanie here? Stephanie, are you here? She's here. Everyone is eating, so I'm pulling everyone away from their people. Congratulations, Stephanie. You have a dish towel set of Belle. Congratulations. Thank you. Thanks for supporting the channel. You're welcome. Okay. Woohoo. Great. Okay. And so now we do have the apron, the cooking apron from the Epcot Food and Wine Festival 2021. Good luck, everyone. Hey, Dad Bill. Arjan. Arjan. Hey, Arjan. Say hello in chat. Where's our oven temperature? We're almost there. We're heating up. And for some reason, come on, Arjan. Say hello. All right, moving right along. Hey, Shelby. Welcome in. Hey, our Castle Life is here. What's up? And our winner is. I can't see that one from back there. Disneyland fan is here. I know Disneyland fan is here. Disneyland fan is here. Say hello in chat. What's up, Casey? Casey's Corner of the World is here. Welcome. And Casey came in, and our Castle Life just came in. Woohoo! Congratulations! So you won this beautiful apron. Can they see me? I'm Vanna-ing the apron. So this is you. Just go into my Instagram or into my email. There it is. Or into my email and email me or Instagram me and give me your address, and I'll send this right out to you. Well, not right out when I get back to Florida. All right. Okay, here we go. This is for the big creme de la creme. This is for the Starbucks tumbler, 50th anniversary Starbucks tumbler. Brand new in box. And it comes in the box. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. And then we're going to get ready to put these in the oven. Come on, oven. Get hot, get hot, get hot, get hot, get hot. And the shuffle's going. And here we go. Wow. Okay, Chris. And then he's here. Nope, you won the Starbucks 50th anniversary tumbler.
Thank you, buddy.
You're very welcome. Thanks for supporting the channel.
Rest of my life.
Oh, well, at least for the next 5 minutes.
I thank my parents
Here.
and Baker too. Thank you,
Hey,
Baker.
thanks, brother. Let me put it in the box for you. Yes, comes with a carrying case.
Did it take on somebody too? No. Are you sure?
What was the question, sir?
I did that already or yet?
No, not yet. There's still dough. Thank you. Thanks. You're welcome. All right, everybody. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put these in the oven. So, and our temperature is going to be, hi, Rob, 375, and we're going to go 15 minutes. Excuse you. Excuse you. All right. Come on, oven, get hot. Or 360. Oh, I can't do that. Can I? No, I can't do that. Turn that bottom oven off. Bottom oven. All right, so we're at 360. We're going to start. Oven is hot. School bread is in. The oven. Told you it took a long time. School bread's in. Timer up. 7 minutes. 7 minutes, 30 seconds. We're going to start that, and then we're going to turn them around and turn them top to bottom. All right. So now the glaze is already done. The custard doesn't seem to be the way I want it to do, so I need to do some magic on that. Gonzo, could you help me, please? Could you take that out front and dump it?
In the front?
Yeah.
Can I
Oh,
do there?
never mind. I didn't think I could do it here. Yeah. Never mind. Got it. No, that's good. I got it. That's cool. I just need to do something else here. Thank you. All right. So the thickening agent in the custard Um, didn't do what I needed to do to get thick. So what I'm going to do is, from some of my past experiences, I I know I can pretty much put it on the stove and really watch it and put it on a hot stove and try to get it to thicken up. But I really have to be on top. So that's what we're going to do because we want it to thicken up so we can use it. Because if it doesn't thicken up, there's no school bread. Okay, there that is. So we have the school bread in the oven, dirty dishes at the sink. Oh, what are you trying to do? All right. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I don't know what to tell you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over to this one. Somebody has a message. Let me catch up. I would rather it go to someone that could use it, and I do appreciate it. Spinning it. Oh, or get. Oh, well, you know what? Hold on a second. And that was for the apron. Okay, hold on. I'll get her. You've been requested. Hi. Say hi, Tina. Hi, Tina. So Tina, Disneyland fan won this, and they're asking me to give it to you.
Thanks, Steve.
And there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks. That was very nice. All right. So everybody else, I'll get those mailed out this week. So now we're going to be back over to here, and we're going to stay on top, and hopefully I can get this custard going. What's up, Rob? Well, my thickening agent's not working too well, Rob. So we're not ecstatic about that, but we've got to give them something to eat. I'm gonna have to make. I want to make a. I want to make some cupcakes. Now the school bread's in the oven. The oven's hot. We're gonna knock out some cupcakes really fast. And if you don't know how to do cupcakes really fast, strap into your chair because I'm gonna show you. We're gonna make some cupcakes really fast. Where's my drying towel? La la la. Where's my drying towel? I had a drying towel. Oh, that's my secondary drying towel. I'll use that one. All right. Here we go. Now I'm going to cheat, and by cheating, I mean I'm not going scratch. Okay. And what do we got there? That's that. Okay. We're going Duncan Hines, guys. Going Duncan Hines all the way. All right. So here we go. So we've got our mixer. And this is this recipe calls for butter, water, and eggs. All right, so we're gonna knock this out. This is gonna make 24 cupcakes. All right, and we're still trying to get my thickening agent going, and it's not being cooperative. So we move along. I had my scissors here earlier. So you have your mix. Put your mix in. It's calling for 3 eggs, 3/4 cups of water, and 7 tablespoons of melted butter. And we have our butter here. We've had it on the side. And this is 5. So it says 7 tablespoons. Okay, so 1 stick is 8. So we're going to give an extra. We're going to throw that in there. We're going to cheat. Okay. And then we're going to get our eggs. See if we can get this mixed before the timer goes off to turn the. All right. It tells you to order eggs and melted butter. Melted butter in a saucepan. Melted butter? Okay, great. So we're going to take the melted butter. Not it. Melted butter. Melted butter. Microwave. Now we're going to turn. That means we got to turn that. Yep. Stop. That's our microwave. We're going to turn our school board around. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yep, right there, right where you are, handsome. Right where you are, handsome. So what we're going to do is we're just going to turn it around first, like this. And then once we get them turned around, we're going to go up, top to bottom, bottom to top. And there you go. 375. Got it. What? What time is it? I'm done. I'm done. We'll see. Hey, you know, it, gotcha.
I smell bread.
Yes, it's in the oven. All right, I got it to thicken up. Not the way that the directions said it. All right, that's gonna thicken up. Okay, so we need to get it into another pot. Then we need to cool it down. All right, so we got the butter. Sorry, I'm bouncing around, guys. Sorry, I'm not talking. So I got the custard to thicken up. Wasn't the normal practice, but I got it to thicken up. And now we're gonna get. I got my gloves on. We're gonna get our eggs in here, and then we need to get our water. We need 3 eggs. We need our water. And the amount of water I need is a third of a cup of water. So let me find my Pyrex that I did just wash. There it is over here. And I need 3/4 of a cup. I am mixing these up really quick, following the directions. 3 eggs, stick of butter, 3/4 cup of water. Mix. Don't over mix because it's a cream cake. Make sure you get all your water in. And then we're going to scoop these into cupcake tins. We're going to stick them in the oven so the screw break comes out. Just like that. All the stoves are off. That's good. Scoop. Liners. Baking cups. Liners. Regular size. There's a dog in here. I thought I brought more. I thought I brought more cupcake liners. I did. Yay. Okay, we're going to check the oven. Oven. Okay. Dog. Dog. Go, 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 go. I'm shushing the dog out. No, out, 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 out. Thank you. Thanks, Kate. I'm going to turn these around one more time. And they look like they need another 2 minutes to go. For some reason, oh, just everything. All right, we're going to put some spray on the top of these liners, on the top of this pan. And we're going to scoop some cupcakes here. And the reason you spray the top of your muffin pan or your cupcake pan makes for easier cleanup. Hello, everyone in chat. I'm not ignoring you. I'm so sorry. Thanks for being here. This is a long stream. School bread takes a long time, guys. If you don't have about 4 or 5 hours to make school bread, I'd suggest you make something simpler and easier if you can. Set this there. I like a little shot of shortening on top. That way they don't bubble over to the side. And I have my liners. I'll see you there. See you, Carla. Carla and Kiko are leaving to get ready. They're going to take an early trip into the city and look at some sights in Baltimore. There's plenty to see in Baltimore. It's a pretty fun place to hang out during the day. All right, and we're going to turn around. We're going to check the school bread right quick. And my. There it is. So the first batch is done. The first batch is done. Oh, they got a hot bottom. They got a hot bottom. Yep, we're gonna pull both of them. Okay, so now we're still gonna bake. We're gonna bake cupcakes, but we're gonna set these aside because there is a hot bottom on these and the custard. And unfortunately, I don't think a lot of people are gonna be able to enjoy the school bread today because it's taken so long to make them. I'm sorry for that, but that's the way that goes sometimes. All right, so our box says we're gonna bake these at. What does it say? What does it say? The temperature. We're gonna bake 350. Yep, 350. Yep. So we're gonna go 350. We're currently at 375, so we're gonna bring it back down to bake 350. Start. I'm gonna put these in. There's our first set that's in. Second set's going in second. We're going to go 7 minutes. We're going to go stop timer. Let's go 10 minutes. Start. Timer starts. There we go. Dog.
All the way back to the basics was on, right? So guess what? 200 years before that was when they started. So it's 200 years before Jesus was born. Isn't that crazy? And they built this big giant wall, and you can see it from space. When you go online, the New York wall, that's a fort. So that means there's a fort.
So these are going to be mini cupcakes. So I have my own ice cream scoops that I use. I use yellow to scoop regular size cupcakes, and then I use purple for medium. I mean for mini cupcakes. So when those first batch of cupcakes come out, I'll just go ahead and throw these in. And at least some people will get some cupcakes and be happy before the school bread's ready. I should have made the cupcakes first, but live and learn, live and learn, live and learn. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so those are done. That's done. This goes in the sink. Okay. So what we want to do now is we want to get the school bread off those pans. Okay, and we're gonna get it off the pans, and we're gonna get them on cooling trays. Life is a highway. I want to drive it on. All right, so I've got my cooling trays here, and we're gonna cool our school bread down. Oh well, it's always a wonderful thing. All right, now we do a finished product. So we're just gonna take these. These have a hard bottom on them. That one doesn't. That's not too bad. These have a nicer bottom. Nicer meaning hard. They have a nicer bottom on these. They look really good. All right. So hopefully, we'll be able to put cream in them before everybody has to go home. So, and I'm trying to get it to where you guys can see a filled product, but you can't see a finished product until until the custard's ready. That's cooling down in the fridge. We'll probably be able to try cupcakes before we try any of this. So, not the way it was planned. That's just the way it worked out. Yo, yeah, I took a couple seconds. I have that one. I don't have all those. That's awesome. Those are awesome.
Pretty cool. 1966.
It looks like this. It looks like Disney store pins. Those are nice. That's a nice collection.
It's now my collection.
Congratulations. That's a nice collection.
Well, I'm gonna
Those
share
are some old pens. Those are nice.
Right. So it depends on
Look at that. Herbie Love Bug.
Yep. That's
Fantasia.
whether or not New York is
it's dragon one.
Wow. That's pretty cool. There you go. See that?
I might like looking at this one.
Another Herbie pen. Look at that. Jessica.
Yeah.
Jessica and Robert. And they're on the hook.
This one over, bud. Chris, take this.
That's
Here,
cool.
take this. Ready?
Oh. Oh. That's a cool pen. I've never seen that. That's a good pen. Those are some nice pens. Neat and pretty. That's a nice pen. Wow. Wow. A photo pen. Wow. Very nice. And everybody can hear me. Sorry, everybody. I'm looking at pins, Pete's new pin collection.
Collector's
That's
Society
great.
Charter
That's
Member.
beautiful. Wow. That's awesome.
Okay, just so you might want to see.
Those are cool. Thanks. Thanks for sharing. Excuse me. Wow. That's Pete was showing me some of those pins. It's pretty awesome. Sorry I couldn't show them to you guys. Could have taken the gimbal with me. I didn't. He said, you got a second. All right. So we got our cupcakes in. They're moving. We've got this. It's not. The custard is still chilling down. It's just, this is, I would say, if you're going to try to attack making these, it's going to take you half your day. I mean, I knew that coming in, but I thought I could shorten it by about 2 hours. And yeah, no. So, no, everything's in the oven. I got cupcakes in the oven. Thank you, Gonzo. Glad there was some of you here for the giveaway. That was fantastic. Hope you will enjoy your gifts. All right. I can't figure this oven out. Why this oven will not stay hot. It drops temperature really fast. Oh well. So, all right, let's set these back in the bag. And if you all want to stay because I am going to ice some cupcakes. We're going to cool them as fast as they can. But I can't believe that I didn't bring my. Oh, I did bring them. Here they are. Oh, is a hot. There we go. Set this back under here. I did bring my pastry bags. I remember I put them in here. My pastry bags for icing the cupcake. Pastry bags for filling the school bread. So what we're going to do now is we're going to set up the. Sorry, I've been quiet lately. I was just trying to be focused, keep going here. Uh, trying to trying to figure out why this oven won't maintain heat. This keeps saying preheating, but I've been baking on it for the past half hour, 40 minutes. Okay, I'll just keep on, keep on. All right. So with the ingredients, I can go. I'm going to set those aside. All my ingredients I'll set aside because I won't need those any longer. And then I'll get set for icing everything. We didn't use parchment paper today. All right. So we have these are pastry bags, decorating bags, if you will. And what we're going to do is we're going to set those up and get ready to ice cupcakes as they cool. So what I use is I use what they call couplers, and I'll come close to show you how we work a coupler. So this is a decorating coupler. Okay, it has two pieces. Okay, this piece will slide into the bag. Okay, and then the decorating tip will go over it. This will go over the decorating tip and hold the decorating tip on. So you'll be able to change your decorating tips out. Your border, if you're making a border on a cake or you're writing on the cake, depending on what you're going to use. All right. So what you need to do is at the store you can buy these bags, these decorating bags. I don't know if you can buy them that are 18 inches, but I like the bigger bags. Be careful that you don't cut too much of the bag off. Always test it with the tip, with the coupler, and push the coupler through. And if you need a little bit more, just cut off a little bit more. And then push that through. Put decorating tip on. We're going to use a star tube. We're going to put that right on the top. And we're going to do that. So tomorrow, again, depending on the time restraints that we have here today, and we may not be able to finish off the school bread to where it's edible. I mean, it's edible, but to where everybody can have some, I'm going to try. All right, let me check the cupcakes. Gosh, why does this? What? Oh, excuse me. Can you help me? It won't hold temperature. I did. I've had stuff in there. It won't hold temperature. Set temperature, or so if I hit 350 and start, and it doesn't, it like gets there and then shuts off.
You didn't put on a cook time, that's why. It won't hold a temperature unless you put it cook time
But I have to wait till it's done preheating then?
until you need it 350.
Will it blink? Will it beep? Well, it won't hold temperature and it keeps shutting off. So when it gets to 350 is what I set it at. Will it beep?
Yeah,
And then I have to set.
hit a cook time.
Then I have to set a cook time because if you don't set a cook time, it'll shut off. All right, that's what it's been doing. Okay, sorry. Thanks. Okay, all good. Okay, good to know. Good to know. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're going to make a vanilla ice bag. This has nothing to do with the school bread. Okay, we're going to set this butter over here because we don't need it. We'll set it in the fridge up top here. Okay, it's getting toasty in the kitchen area here. Then we're going to set this butter in the fridge. Repeat and spam. Set this over here. All right, so here's our icing. Okay, we have our coupler on. So we're going to take vanilla icing first. We'll take an icing knife and I'm going to go ahead and fill this bag halfway with some icing. And then what you do is you let it, the icing go down, shake it down. Then you want to seal off your top, twist it, push your icing down so it almost comes out. Right, and you want to leave a little bit of space at the top. Don't overfill your bag. And I'll show you why that is later. All right, so that one's filled, ready to go. All right, we're going to do another one. And we're going to do another one. We're going to stripe it. And we need to check the custard to see if the custard's thickened up. We're going to do the same thing with this bag. We're just going to go cut off some of the top. And we have a coupler sitting here. Sometimes you have to rub the bag together to get it to open up at the end. So this is called a piping tip. So we're going to pipe the cream into the school breads. I'm also going to use a coupler. We're going to put the coupler in. Thank you all again for hanging out, being here, staying. All right, so then we're going to go ahead and do that. But well, first we're going to make another one up. And we're going to use another icing bag. All right, so now my temperature says it's up. So now we're going to do cook time. And our cupcakes fell. Yep, so it looks like our cupcakes are going to fall. But at least we're going to keep them hot, keep that oven hot for the next one. Let's check to see if our custard is thick. And if our custard thickened, it's still thickening. Okay. So you have to improvise sometimes. All right, so you need to improvise. So when you improvise, so what we're going to do is we're going to take some of our custard that didn't really get thick, and we're going to improvise, and we're going to mix it with some icing. At least we get to fill something. Somebody left that. We can come back for it. All right. So we're going to take this magical bowl here. All right, and we're gonna put some custard in it. And again, you have to improvise. So then we're going to add icing. I do not, but thank you. All right, so what that's going to do is that's going to thicken up the custard. At the same time, now that's going to taste a little different, but that's what bakers do. Scratch bakers, they improvise. And that's how things get born sometimes with recipes. All right, get that other bowl. And our cupcakes are still in the oven. And they're not doing nothing. And that temperature dropped on us, which meant our cupcakes dropped on us. Yep. But that's the way it went. Some things just take a little longer than others. Not like last year. Not even close. It's the person operating the oven. That would be me. There's nothing wrong with your oven. Can we get back up to 350 again? Because it keeps shutting off. Every time the timer goes off, the temperature goes off. So you hit start, right? It drops fast. It does not hold temperature. You are absolutely right. But that's the way it goes. Anyway, yo, what? It's all right. So we're going to use this to fill the. We improvise. We're going to use this to fill the school bread. Don't open it. It's just. It's not. It keeps dropping temperature, and it made the cupcakes drop, and so they're no good. It happens. I'm. I. I used to use. I used to lose sleep over stuff like that. I don't anymore. I got an hour's worth of cleanup, so and they fell because the temperature fell. Way it goes. Welcome to my world. It's a baker's world. You saw my cupcakes last year. Just doesn't want to stay at temperature. Yeah. Get the bus. Get the bus. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the other pastry bag that I set up, and uh we're gonna fill it with this cream, and then we're gonna improvise on the school bread. Now this cream is loose to begin with, but I improvised it, and I need to actually take a taste test on that. Oh, don't worry about it. It keeps dropping. It was 350 when I put these in, and I set the timer, and then they fell. I turned around, it was down to 300. Yes, it's okay. No, no big deal. It's fine. That's not the only thing that went wonky today. So all the filling went wonky. The filling wouldn't get thick. I'm not having a good bake back. I know I can do this because I did it at home. So it's nothing that anyone else did. It was all me. And that's so sweet. That's too sweet. Yeah. So sometimes you just got to call the day. No, what it happened? It just yeah. Um. Okay, so this we'll call this version one of Baker's Schoolboy Bread, but unfortunately, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. These turned out nice, but again, they're nice. They feel good. Uh, they're just not not going to be what they were supposed to be. The custard didn't turn out. The icing didn't turn out. Cupcakes didn't turn out. So I'm not having a good baker's day. But you know what? It was fun. It was fun being here, and we're going to go ahead and just call it a day because I got to get cleaned up and we got to get out to the ball game. So I want to appreciate. I want to tell everybody how much I appreciate you all being here. How much support that you're giving me that you've had on today through all this craziness. I guarantee you, next time I make school bread, and if I make it at my house, I'll do it live and we'll have different things in place. So I appreciate you all being here. Katie, if you're ready, you can go ahead. It's just Chris the Disney Baker. Peace, love, and pixie dust hugs. We are in Baltimore, Maryland, and we thank you for being here. Thanks for supporting Peach Channel and Chris Dad Builds and Tina and Gonzo and everyone else and the chaotic chat. I'm the Disney Baker. Till we can meet in person, peace, love, and pixie dust hugs. Pixie dust hugs will have to do till we meet in person. TTFN, ta for now. Thanks, everybody.